If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
Yes, indeed. It is a window in the truth. So good day, everyone. I was going to say good afternoon. Well, it is afternoon in America, isn't it? But it's good morning to my listeners in London and England. I didn't mean to exclude the rest of the country there. But anyway, hi, everyone. We're back. Okay, so what's news this week? Well, the latest analyst class started. That's and practitioner class. I had two new classes starting this week. We ended up with 6 students in the analyst class. So that's okay. I'm happy with that. You know, I like to start the class with a minimum of 6, so that was good. I'm pleased. Practitioner class, I think we had 4 new students for that. My little cat Storm's coming up to say hello. She always likes to walk in front of my camera. Okay, sweetie, you got to go over there. Okay, thank you. You interrupted my wonderful introduction. Okay, sit down. Okay, all right. Now I lost my train of thought. So we had 2 new classes starting, the analyst and the practitioner. And my book, the print version of the book, Reverse Speech Metaphors, is also out. It's up on Amazon right now, so you can go there and get it. I guess if you just search Reverse Speech Metaphors, it will take you to it. Or if you go to my authors page on Amazon.com, not too sure how to get there, but yeah, okay. So we're going to get a copy of that book, and that's been out for about 2 days now. So yeah, you can get it in hardback or paperback. So, someone's asked me in chat when I'm going to do rehearsals on Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin. Well, 2 of my favorite artists. I listen to their music all the time. Trouble is, you can't play music on YouTube or anything anymore. So it's fascinating research material, but it's nothing I can present, unfortunately. So, however, it might be interesting. We'll see how I go for time. All right, so we're going to be looking at a couple of inaugurations today. We're going to be looking at Donald Trump's inauguration from Sweetie. Okay, you're going to have to hop down. Okay, she's walking in front of my monitor. So, okay, where was I? I've lost train of thought. Okay, so I did Donald Trump's inauguration. Disappointing in terms of the number of reversals. I mean, I only found about a half a dozen on his inauguration speech. We'll play those, of course. And I found 1 reversal on all the prayers, and that was about it. So, and you compare that to Joe Biden's inauguration back in 2021, that was full of reversals. We're going to look at a comparison between the two. So I'm not too sure exactly why there was not many reversals on the inauguration, but oh well, that's the way it is. So I'm going to make a comment on that. No, it slipped my mind. Okay, so we're going to look at the 2 inaugurations. So I remember what I was going to say. I was going to. So I thought when there's no reversals on Trump's inauguration, I went to an interview with Hannity a day later. Good rapport between Hannity and Trump, casual conversation. And I thought that we would have far better success on the interview with Hannity, but I still found no reversals. So that's strange. No, someone said no reversals mean he has nothing or very little to hide. No, that's not what no reversals mean. If they congruent, reversals will be congruent. They'll come out confirming what they're saying forwards, sometimes saying exactly the same word. So I don't know, bit strange. All right, so let's look at this. Let's open it up, and the first one we're going to look at here. Let's just move that down there.
We ask that you would bless him.
All right, let me share the screen here. Oh no, wrong one. Share screen, window, video file. Okay, all right. So the first reversal is on Franklin Graham, Billy Graham's son, in his prayer.
We ask that you would bless him and that our nation would be blessed through him. We also ask that you would bless and protect Melania as First Lady.
And backwards, he says, the sell boost the sales.
The sell boost the sales. The sell boost the sales. The sell boost the sales.
So he's more about promoting his own brand and his own image than he is concerned about the prayer he's giving. So that, what can I say? I'll play it again. Here we go. So here he is praying.
We ask that you would bless him and that our nation would be blessed through him. We also ask that you would bless and protect Melania as First Lady.
The sell boosts the sales.
The sell boost the sales. The sell boost the sales. The sell boost the sales.
Yeah, well, there you go. Don't know what to tell you. That's what it says. All right, so let's look at the reversals on Trump in his inaugural address. This is right after he's been sworn in. Here we go.
Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. Here's your boss.
Oh, sorry. He is new boss.
Here's your boss. Here's your boss. Here's your boss.
Yeah, that just speaks for itself. He's the new boss, new sheriff in town. He is new boss. Absolutely. So, yeah, just speaks for itself. All right, here's the next one.
And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them.
Yeah, well, this reversal is absolutely true. In him, there's vice.
In him, there's vice. In him, there's vice. In him, there's vice.
Yeah, in the school systems. Yeah, no kidding, there's vice in the school systems. That's what he's talking about forwards. Here it is again.
And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them.
In him, there's vice.
In him, there's vice. In him, there's vice. In him, there's vice.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, fair enough. All right, next one on Trump.
Just a few months ago.
Oh, hang on, we'll start this again. Here we go. So I tend to go fast. I got to slow down. I'll try and hold the reins. Okay, here's the next one.
Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
Backwards, divine was somber.
Divine was somber. Divine was somber. Divine was somber.
Yeah, the end of that somber's a bit tough. Look, it's a congruent reversal. No, I think he generally does believe he was saved by God. Whether he was or not, whether it was just damn good luck. I don't know, but he certainly believes it. Okay. Somber. What does somber mean? Oh, somber is morose, serious, grave. Serious and grave. There we go. Okay. All right. Next one along. Here we go.
As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural.
Before I play this, Mark just made a good interpretation for somber. It means it humbled him. I actually agree with that. That's a wonderful description for the reversal. Divine was somber. It humbled him. Yeah, I agree with that. Good interpret, Mark. All right. So this reversal says the crime, wicked abscess.
Liquor and wicked abscess. Liquor and wicked abscess. Liquor and wicked abscess.
Yeah, well, the crime is a wicked abscess on America, isn't it? So that reversal's congruent too. And here's the last one on Trump. So here we go.
President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal.
I need this fair arm.
I need this fair arm. I need this fair arm.
Oh, yeah.
I need this fair arm.
Look, that makes total sense. That reversal, it basically means, I need things to be fair. Here is the link to my book, Reverse Speech Metaphors. Oops, what have I done? I've lost it. Where did we go? Here, I'm going to post it into the chat. That's the link to my book, Reverse Speech Metaphors, on Amazon. So, did I do it twice? Did I? How did I do that? Huh. Okay, I don't know how that went in twice. But anyway, yeah, Carter sold it to Panama for $1. Real bargain, guys. Okay, so Trump is basically saying he needs it to be fair with the Panama Canal. So here's the forwards again.
President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal.
I need this fair arm.
I need this fair arm. I need this fair arm. I need this fair arm.
Yeah, that makes total sense. He needs everything to be fair about the Panama Canal. So that's okay. So look, what I can tell you is his reversals were all basically congruent. Okay, so let's look at let's go back to the inauguration of Joe Biden in 2021 and look at some of his reversals. And also I found reversals on the oath of office and the prayers and Trump's farewell speech. Or let's start off with Trump's farewell speech. Okay. Well, this is what I'm going to do. This is when Trump left office in 2021. So so here we go.
And we replaced NAFTA with the groundbreaking USMCA. That's Mexico and Canada, a deal that's worked out very, very well. Right?
I ghost the leader.
The leader. Right? Ghost the leader. Right? Ghost the leader.
Huh, I don't know what that would mean. I ghost the leader. I don't know. Wow. Okay. All right. Here's the next one.
We proudly leave the next administration with the strongest and most robust border security measures ever put into place. This year,
The sheriff, send him the scandal.
Sheriff's in the scandal. The sheriff's in the scandal. The sheriff's in the scandal.
Huh. I'm not too sure what that would mean. We'll play it again.
We proudly leave the next administration with the strongest and most robust border security measures ever put into place.
The sheriff, send him the scandal.
The sheriff's in the scandal.
No, it's standard. The sheriff sent him the standard.
Sheriff's in the scandal. The sheriff's in the scandal. The sheriff's in the scandal.
It's standard, not scandal. Listen to it again. Okay, well, that makes sense. You know, he left Biden the standard to follow.
The sheriff's in the scandal. The sheriff's in the scandal.
Yeah, the sheriff is Trump. He was the one in authority. Okay, so okay. Here's another one on Trump in his farewell speech. Here we go.
Thank you very much. And we love you. And I can tell you that from the bottom of my heart.
America dark. Yeah, well, he's predicting the state of America under Joe Biden, America dark. And America was indeed dark. And here's the very last reversal. Oh my. Oh, I can't say this on the air. You can read it on the video what it says. So, this is his very last reversal before he left office.
A month when we're sitting in Florida, we're not going to be looking at each other and saying, you know, if we only worked a little bit harder, you can't work harder.
Believe in a C.
Believe in a country. Believe in a country. Believe in a country.
Oh my. Oh dear me. Hang on. Let's listen to the phones on this one again. That's a very fine last reversal to leave us with.
A month when we're sitting in Florida, we're not going to be looking at each other and saying, you know, if we only worked a little bit harder, you can't work harder.
Believe in a C. It's a 4-letter word.
Believe in a country. Believe in a country. Believe in a country.
Okay. I never said it. All right. What else have we got here? All right. Let's look at some of Joe Biden's. Actually, no. Before we do Joe Biden, let's look at some of the swearing in. Here is Kamala taking the oath of office. Oh no, that's not Kamala taking the oath of office. Where is it? Kamala taking the oath of office. Here we go.
Kamala David Harris solemnly swear.
Cracking devil muck. Well, that's a nice way to start off a new administration. Cracking devil muck. Okay, listen to it again. This is from the inauguration of 2021.
Kamala David Harris solemnly swear.
Cracking devil muck. It could almost be cackling. Someone said cackle. Hang on, let's play it again. Maybe it is cackle. I think it's cracking, but we'll listen again. Oops, come on, play. No, I think it's cracking. And here she is again. Hang on, let me move this. So I'm having trouble with room here. Let me just move that over. Move that. Now I can see everything. All right, here we go. Here's the last one.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against.
Used to blanket. 4-letter word starting with F. Oh, that's not very good. Oh dear me, she had 2 horrible reversals on her oath of office. it foretold her tenure as VP.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
against
Eusta Blanket. Okay, there we go. All right, let's have a look. Here we have some of the speeches leading up to the inauguration of Joe Biden.
When I chaired the inauguration 4 years ago, I shared President Reagan's 1981 description of this event as commonplace and miraculous.
This is a funny reversal when you see where the camera's pointing when he says it. Blunt, silly cow.
Silly cow.
Sorry, not Blunt. That's the name of the guy. The silly cow. Right when the camera's focused on Nancy Pelosi.
Silly cow. Silly cow. Silly cow.
Okay. All right. Sounds like Ken 1 didn't come through for me. Sorry about that. The audio was faint. That must have been the reason why. Okay. All right. So here we have the Blunt once again.
Our government comes together. The Congress and the courts join the transition of executive responsibility. One political party more pleased today and on every inaugural day than the other. But this is not a moment of division. It's a moment of unification.
And the devil gone.
In the devil gone. In the devil gone. In the devil gone.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Here's someone else giving a prayer, I think.
Gracious and merciful God.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go on the prayers. All right.
Gracious and merciful God, at this sacred time we come before you in need, indeed on our knees. In
it, we offer muck.
In it we offer muck.
In it we offer muck. In it we offer muck.
Well, that's not a very good message to be giving off in a prayer. Oh, my. No wonder the Biden-Harris administration was shocking. I'll play it again.
Gracious and merciful God, at this sacred time we come before you in need, indeed on our knees.
In it, we offer muck.
In it we offer muck.
In it we offer muck. In it we offer muck.
Okay, all right. All right, next one is, this is still Kamala Harris taking the oath of office.
That I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office.
Here she says, the deal, Nazi.
the
The deal, Nancy. Obviously referring to Nancy Pelosi. Let me see if I can give you more volume on this.
that I will well and faithfully discharge
The duties of the office.
The deal, Nancy. But the audio is not very good on this. Sorry about that. Someone said still wearing masks. Yeah, well, this was in 2021, the height of COVID. Biden went crazy on COVID. Yes, he did. All right, here is someone else giving a prayer. Here we go.
We petition you once more in this celebration. We pray for divine favor upon our president.
Bring the shit.
Bring the shit.
Bring the shit. Bring the shit.
Yeah, well, once again, look, I got to say something here. Reversals on public prayer have always been shocking. I have never in my whole career found a decent reversal on someone giving a prayer in public. I've looked at church services. I've looked at these inaugurations. They have always been bad. And the reason I believe, now this is my own belief system, so I'm not saying there's a fact, But Jesus told us when we pray, don't be like the hypocrites who pray on the street corners and the synagogues. Go into your room and pray in private. So I personally think public prayers are against Scripture, but that's just me. But that's why we get so many bad reversals on it. All right, so here we go again.
We petition you once more in this celebration. We pray for divine favor upon our president.
Bring the shit.
Bring the shit.
Bring the shit. Bring the shit.
Which is exactly what Joe Biden did in his presidency. That's exactly what he did. Okay, here's another one on public prayer. Notice all the reversals on the public prayer.
People, your people, shall no longer raise up weapons against one another. We will rather use our resources for the national good and become a beacon of life and goodwill to the world.
I'm going to keep the mocking.
I'm going to keep the mocking.
I'm gonna keep the mocking. I'm gonna keep the mocking.
Yeah, he's mocking God by praying in public. He's not praying to God. He's praying to the people who's listening to him. He's putting on a performance. This is not a prayer. I'm sorry. I actually have quite strong opinions about this topic.
In you, O God, we discover our humanity. In our humanity, we discover our commonness. Beyond the difference of color, creed, origin.
Send the mock.
Send the mock.
Send them off. Send them off.
I mean, look, what can I tell you? Okay, this is, here he is again.
That this is our country. As such, teach us, O God. As such, teach us, O God, to live in it.
God was a shit.
God was a shit.
God was the shit. God was the shit.
Yeah, I guess it's not, that verse is not totally clear. All right, let's look at some on Biden's inaugural address. Here we go.
Once in a century virus that silently stalks the country. It's taken as many lives in 1 year as America lost in all of World War II.
Then they catch it.
They catch it.
They catch it. They catch it.
Yeah, that's not the best reverse in the world. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try the next one.
To overcome these challenges, to restore the soul and secure the future of America requires so much more than words. It requires the most elusive of all things in a democracy, unity.
The loss of your shit.
Oh,
Yeah, look, that's not a very good reversal either. Huh. Wonder why we don't have good reversals. All right, here's the next one.
Let's begin to listen to one another again. Hear one another. See one another. Show respect to one another.
I know it helps you.
And I wish you.
Okay. All right, well, that one's clear. Congruent reversal out of Biden. Very rare. Biden going crazy. Going congruent.
Let's begin to listen to one another again. Hear one another. See one another. Show respect to one another.
I know it helps you.
And I wish you.
There we go. All right. Here we have. Look at this reversal. Wow.
America has to be better than this. And I believe America is so much better than this. Just look around. Here we stand in the shadow of the Capitol Dome, as was mentioned earlier, completed amid the Civil War.
We'll back a Russian.
Huh, well,
that was strange. Huh. I'll be bothered. Okay. All right, here's another one.
Just days after a riotous mob thought they could use violence to silence the will of the people, to stop the work of our democracy, to drive us from this sacred ground. It did not happen. It will never happen. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.
You tell him, Joe. Harm was done.
Harm was done.
Harm was done. Harm was done.
Yeah, it certainly was. Thanks for the nice words, Keith. I appreciate that. Yep. I've been doing reverse speech since 1983. Can you believe that? 1983 I started. Well, that's when I dropped the tape player in the toilet bowl. For those who don't know the story, true story about the start of reverse speech, I was actually, this is how reverse speech was born, for those who don't know. It was October 30th, 1983. That's the birth date of reverse speech. I remember the date vividly because it's my birthday, October 30th. I was getting ready to go out for the evening. This was back in my disco days and nightclubs, you know, so getting ready for the nightclubs. And I had a little Walkman strapped to my belt. And here, let me just give you me for a sec. There we go. And I had a little Walkman strapped to my belt. And I was listening to music. And I can't remember how it fell out. I think, I was dancing around, fell out of the belt straight into the toilet bowl. So I pulled the thing out, it didn't work. I pulled it apart to dry it out, and I put it back together wrong, and it only played backwards. So I had this stupid Walkman that only played backwards. And I was living in Los Angeles at the time. Then I went and hitchhiked through Europe. This was the day when you could hitchhike. Well, why wouldn't I do it anymore? Excuse me a sec. I went and hitchhiked through Europe for 4 weeks, listening to Michael Jackson and Pink Floyd backwards. Then when I got back home to Australia, I heard about satanic messages in rock and roll and started playing taste backwards. And the rest is history, really. So there we go. All right, here's another reversal on Joe Biden. Hang on, I've got to add it to the screen again now. Share screen, window. Okay, here we go.
Hear me out as we move forward. Take a measure of me and my heart. If you still disagree, so be it. That's democracy.
Be boss.
Leave boss.
Leave boss. Leave boss.
Yeah, be boss. Okay. All right. Well, I guess he didn't be a very good boss, did he? Who's this?
We're going to need each other. We need all our strength to persevere through this dark winter.
A new God.
Wow.
Oh, that one's a bit ominous, isn't it? Let's play that one again.
We're going to need each other. We need all our strength to persevere through this dark winter.
A new God. Well, there's only one reference that can mean a new God. Well, in my mind, that's got to be Satan. But anyway, what do I know?
Then when our days are through, our children and our children's children will say of us, they gave their best. They did their duty. They healed a broken land.
Sever bigot. Yeah, well, okay. Well, there you go. That's Joe Biden's inaugural address. Now I've got Pompeo in here. I don't know why I got Pompeo in here. That's in the inaugural file. Let's have a look. Wonder what's he doing? Saying goodbye?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. Michael, thanks for your leadership with this incredibly important institution. And Bob, congratulations on returning to the helm of VOA.
Gee, he's lost weight compared to was he back then. Wow, he's lost a lot of weight. You've seen him recently? It's a lot lighter than that. I choose the Satan.
Choose the Satan.
Choose the Satan. Choose the Satan.
Oh, that's not very good. Oh, okay. Next one.
Everyone who truly grabs our founding understands this. Michael and Bob have made studying this history their life's work. Many of you have made it your life's mission too.
We're useless and need a scam.
We're useless and need a scam.
Продившися мирацем. Продившися мирацем.
Yeah, that's not very good. All right, that'll do. All right, so what we're going to do for the last half an hour, someone asked me in a podcast recently about the Johnny Depp file. So we're going to get in a little bit of gossip here and look at reversals on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Okay, so here we have. Here's Johnny Depp being cross-examined. Oops, hang on, let me read this. What are we? Okie dokie. Here's the forwards.
You said before that if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours, haven't you? You repeat that. And you've also said that could you repeat that, please? That if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours.
That's ludicrous.
And he says backwards, "You're bloody crazy." You're bloody crazy. That's funny. Yeah, so he's commenting on the accusations thrown on the question. So here's the question again.
You said before that if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours, haven't you? Could you repeat that? And you've also said that could you repeat that, please? That if you want to be with a woman sexually, that she is rightfully yours.
That's ludicrous.
You're bloody crazy. Yeah, okay, all right. Here's the next one on Johnny Depp.
Me suing Dan Wooten and the Sun for defamation for calling me a wife beater. The UK have there are different laws, there are different ways they handle things. There are also limitations in evidence.
Did her soul affect her love? Huh. What an interesting reversal. Huh. Okay, well, that's sort of a philosophical question, really, isn't it? All right, next one.
Or excuse me, who was conducting that examination of you?
QC Sasha was.
And whose attorney was that?
The Sun.
I see sick. Yeah, okay. Here's another one.
Any news, any press, any media that came out about me at that time had been turned into, I was Charles Manson, I was...
That vain love, but I make the lady.
I make the lady.
Oh. Well, that's clear. Where are we? Shallow with the brick wall. Okay.
Nothing of the kind had ever happened. Though the relationship, there were arguments.
And shallow with the brick wall.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
And shallow with the brick wall. I guess he's saying that there was a brick wall. All right, here's another one. I'll move on to Amber Heard in a sec.
Lies will get you nowhere, but lies build upon lies and build upon lies. It's too much to cover. I'm obsessed with the truth, and so today is the first opportunity that I've been able to speak about this.
I'm sad it was smut.
I'm sad it was smut.
Oh, yeah.
Downstairs was smart. Downstairs was smart.
Yeah, he's saying the whole thing was smut. Here's another one.
And we had many things in common, certain blues music and, well, music, literature, things of that nature. So for that year or year and a half, it was amazing.
And is the amber sewer?
And is the amber sewer?
And is the amber sewer? And is the amber sewer?
There you go. All right, next one.
So that I could try to push those parameters and control the sort of suspension of disbelief, to be able to control the characters, actions, words, movements.
They feel it, Satan.
They feel it, Satan.
Oh, yeah.
They feel it, Satan. They feel it, Satan.
Yeah, well, that's there too. All right, gee, I've got so many of them. Let's move on to, we're not going to have time to play all of these. Let's move on to a couple on Amber Heard. So here we go.
And he grabs me. We have an argument about me walking away and am I walking out of this? And in my head, I was like, I actually wasn't thinking of leaving yet.
And say the lie.
And say that
Hey, do you know what I did last night? I cleaned out my fridge and I found a whole bunch of dirty ketchup bottles and I threw out all the dirty ketchup bottles. How about that, hey? I thought you'd want to know that. All right, next one.
I don't remember the exact sequence of things. I wish I did. I have a lot of flashes. It gets a little bit more confusing for my ability to recall.
We seek the combat. What a lust. All right, this is getting into behavioral patterns here. Okay, let's see if how clear this reversal is. We seek the combat. What a lust. No, that's not very good. Sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look. See what else we got here. Okay, let's try some simple ones.
And I realized I was back on the chopping block. I realized it was back. Like, I realized that the arrows were pointed at me again. And I tried to defend myself. I was explaining, trying to say that, on hearsay.
See my force, I'm livid. Okay. Next one along. Oh, she uses the word Yeshua.
I don't know how we get up. I don't know if he pulls me up. I wish I could tell you, but we were in this struggle down in this games room by the bar.
Yeshua, blame, you're beaten. Yeah, that's not a very good reversal either. I'm not too happy with these reversals on Amber Heard. Let me look at some simple ones. We'll try this one.
Remember, I ruined his life over and over.
Oh, by the way, I just threw the dirty ketchup out. Just thought you'd like to know. We want everything to be nice and clean.
Remember, I ruined his life over and over. And he starts punching the wall next to my head, holding me by the neck. I get free from him. I kind of step back from him, and it's like his energy.
But the guilt's in it.
Shifted to the phone.
Huh. These are not good reversals. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, good as in quality. I don't know why these Amber ones aren't like that.
And he was looking at me, and I was trying to get through to him. I was trying to say, to him in some way that it was me trying to get through to Johnny. And I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him at all.
Look, our brave looker. Well, that reversal's certainly there, but what does it mean in context? That's a bit bizarre. All right, we'll try this one.
I don't know how.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah, a whore, no doubt. Oh yeah. Okay, well that one's there too. Okay, look at the fake acting.
I don't know how.
A whore, no doubt. Huh. Interesting. All right. Oh, here's one that bodes in Amber's favor.
Felt this pressure. I felt this pressure. He only me going that he was punching me.
He hit me, suffered.
He loves me.
Okay, well that one speaks in her favor. Okay, that's the congruent reversals. That's what she claims. So let's play it again.
Felt this pressure. I felt this pressure. He only me going that he was punching me.
He hit me, suffered.
He loves me.
Huh. Yeah, okay, that's there. Next one.
Calling me, like just thinking about ego and what a whore I was, but it was hard to make sense of it because it was clear he was just out of his mind. It was,
that wedding silly. Yeah. Oh, hang on, I played that one. Sorry, this one.
Because those were expensive. So I took the bus around LA. It was before smartphones. I had a Thomas guide in my bag and a change of tank tops. Not that it mattered, but
I've been the C, 4-letter word.
I'm here to hunt.
Okay, look, that's there too. But some of these reversals aren't as good as I would like. Oh, here's another one about hitting. Look, she's obviously telling the truth about Depp hitting her.
We didn't really speak, but the first time was the only time I actually spoke to him, and he invited me over to his house.
But Depp hits.
But Depp eats.
Yeah, well, that's there too. Okay, all right. Where are we? Let's have. These are long reversals. Let's just do one more.
He kind of playfully kind of pushed me down this like bed sofa that was in his trailer, just playful and flirtatious, and he said yum, and he kind of like lifted up his eyebrows like that.
His bloody filth.
I just feel him.
All right, look, there you go. That's all I'll play you. There's some reversals on the Amber Johnny Depp. Look, there's actually a really good one, Johnny Depp. Let me see if I can find that. No, I can't see it at the top of my head. No, I can't see it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So there you go. There's some reversals on the two inaugurations, one from 2025 and one from 2021. Don't know why there was so much more on Joe Biden as opposed to Donald Trump's. Just one of the mysteries of research, really. So there you go. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, we want to get this podcast out there, moving and pumping. Want to get more people listening to it. Subscribe, like, and share. My latest book is out, Reverse Speech Metaphors. It's been 2 years in the making, that book. I've actually been writing it slowly for 2 years. Anyway, it's finally out in print version. You can get it on Amazon. I posted it earlier. I posted the link for that earlier. So go and have a look at it. Let me know what you think. Go and post a review if you like it. Okay. If you don't like it, well, don't post a review. Being a bit silly. Oh, that's it for today's show, folks. Okay. We'll cut this one a little 5-10 minutes short, but I got nothing else to say. So anyway, I will see you all next week. Okay. And yeah. Okay. All right. There's no comment, so okay. Let us just move this first off. There we go. No worries. See you later, everyone. I got my video back. We'll see you next week. Bye.